What if you could transform your relationship with food and exercise by adding a few minutes of movement before each meal or snack? For millions of years, our ancestors had to work for every bite of food. Hunting, gathering, digging, climbing. Today, food is abundant. It appears with a quick phone call, a text message, or just a trip to the fridge. We've lost something essential in that convenience, and that is the primal satisfaction of earning our calories. I've played around with a simple practice that bridges this gap, and today you'll hear about it. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. There's a bit of a problem with our modern eating system. Think about your last meal. How much physical effort did it require? Maybe a short walk to the kitchen, reach into the cupboard, good to go. Compare that to your great-great-grandmother, who might have spent hours tending crops, or your more even ancient ancestors tracking game for days. This affects our metabolism, digestion, and our psychological relationship with food. When we move before eating, we activate the same physiological pathways our bodies evolved to expect. Effort, then reward. Right now, we get the reward with minimal or essentially no effort whatsoever. So here's the concept. Before you eat, move between 3 to 5 minutes at a time. These are being called exercise snacks. Bite-sized movement sessions that mimic, in a small scale, our evolutionary heritage and enhance our meals. Now, this isn't about punishment or necessarily earning the food through suffering. It's about reconnecting with the natural rhythm of effort and reward that allowed our ancestors to survive and thrive in all kinds of different environments across the globe. Here are some examples of movements that you could use before you make your meal or order it. You might do 20 bodyweight squats and then 15 push-ups. Crank out another 5 burpees. Do a 30-second plank. And then, if you have time, maybe repeat it again. Good to go. You might make it a little bit more dynamic. For example, you could do 30 seconds of jumping jacks, and then 30 seconds of mountain climbers, another 30 seconds of alternating high knees, and then good to go, have your meal. If you're in the office, you can close your door, or if you just don't care what your coworkers think, if you're in an open office, for example, you might do 25 desk push-ups, 30 calf raises, go for a walk throughout the building if there's a staircase, walking up and down 5 times, and then once again, head to the cafeteria or the local restaurant or cafe. If you wanted to use some equipment, resistance bands are a nice option. They're light, they're compact. You might do 15 band pull-aparts, 15 overhead presses, another 15 bicep curls, 15 lateral raises, and then finish it off with 15 banded squats. You can come up with your own routines that work for you and work to achieve the goals that you have for your own body. You can also progress your effort. During the first week that you want to experiment with this, for example, you might choose only 1 meal per day. Lunch would be a good one. And you can start at maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever works for you. Make a commitment and then follow through. So 1 meal a day at whatever length of time works, but make it short enough that you're going to follow through. And then focus on the consistency of that effort. And the next week, add another meal, maybe breakfast. Keep the timing the same, but just doing it twice in a day instead of just once. And then during the third week, add that third meal. Keep the timing the same. And then from the fourth week onward, you can either start to experiment with different movements, different length of time, or adding more if you have maybe more than 3 meals, maybe even a snack. And you can vary the timing there as well. And then pay attention to how your hunger and your relationship to food itself changes. This practice works best when you approach it with playfulness. Experiment to find what works for you. Something that I want to add here is that you never want to skip a meal because you didn't exercise first. This isn't about restriction. It's about enhancing your experience and getting the exercise that you want to incorporate in your life. Then, when you sit down to eat, notice how your meal feels different. There's no complicated rules here. There's no guilt. There's no perfection required. Just commit to a few minutes of movement and see what happens. Bottom line, in a world where your next meal requires almost no effort and almost definitely doesn't require you to raise your heart rate, creating small challenges like this before eating reconnects you with something primal and deeply satisfying. I'm going to say it again. It's not about punishing yourself. Our ancestors had to move to eat. We still need to move during our day. And if you're not making the time to exercise for 30 to 45 minutes daily, or even if you are, actually, this is still a quick and efficient way to get some movement into your day. Give it a shot. If you like what you heard during this episode, please do share it with someone that you think might like it too. That's it for today. Catch you next time.